Testimony today in a hearing for a Lexington man charged with attempted murder and arson will take you into the courtroom. A family demands that two people be held accountable after their daughter was killed in an ATV accident. And we're counting down to the 100th anniversary celebration of the University of Kentucky. Coming up, we'll take a special look at homecoming history.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Good afternoon to you. Amber Philpott and Sam Dick reporting. We continue to track another mass shooting, this time at a community college in Oregon.
It happened this afternoon on the campus of Umpqua Community College in Roseburg. Again, that's in Oregon. Details of the shooting still coming out this afternoon, but we can tell you the Associated Press is reporting now that 13 people are dead. At least 20 others are believed injured. A lockdown at the school was lifted. The Douglas County Sheriff tells CBS News the threat is over, but it's not yet clear if the armed individual is in custody or was killed. We'll have more on this story ahead on WKYT News coming up at 5 o'clock as more information comes in. Now, here to the weather in the Bluegrass. After going through a dry spell for what seemed like at least a month, now it seems like we can't get rid of all this rain. Yeah, the showers are going to be sticking around the rest of our evening, and then a big storm churning out in the Atlantic could bring even more rain for our weekend. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Chris?
Yeah, we'll have to see how that big Atlantic hurricane plays out. Odds favor it staying out over the ocean as of now. Around here, you mentioned the ugly weather, and we've got it low clouds again showing up on that Jackson cam fog, and some on and off rains. Not as widespread as a few days ago, but the rain already now beginning to come at us from a different direction, from the southeast and the east. Across parts of central Kentucky, where we're getting in on a heavy shower or two southwest of the Danville area, back into Perryville, western Boyle County, northern parts of Casey County, Lexington Metro. Boy, we had some heavy rains earlier in the day, dropping some local half-inch amounts into parts of central Kentucky. Still some pesky showers, let's call them, into the Bluegrass region. Eastern Kentucky action trying to pick back up again. And we'll keep an eye on southern Kentucky because look what's lurking to our south and southeast. Notice the increase in rain across the volunteer state of Tennessee. What is down there is going to begin to lift its way on to the north and northwest as we go through the rest of the evening and certainly for the overnight. That area of low pressure developing across the east coast now, going to throw more rain our way, and it's going to be coming from the east. Those chilly winds that are out there today, well, they're going to continue to blow into our weekend. Hang tough. I do have better weather that finally creeps back into the forecast, guys, as we go into next week. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll break down a new hour-by-hour forecast for the weekend and show you the expected rain totals in just a few.
Chris, thank you. The case of a Lexington man accused in 2 violent crimes is moving forward. Adam Duff is charged with arson, robbery, wanton endangerment, and 2 counts of attempted murder.
Last month, firefighters say Duff set a Leestown Road house on fire. Then days later, police say he was involved in a shooting and a robbery on Warfield Place. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain has the latest from today's hearing. It's our top story at 4:30.
During today's hearing, Judge Megan Lake Thornton heard the testimony of Lexington Fire Captain Chris O'Brien. O'Brien gave details on the September 18th house fire on Leestown Road that Duff is accused of setting. He testified that Duff got in an argument with his friend in the home of Clarence Woodrum. The friend is Woodrum's caretaker. According to testimony, the woman ran upstairs into Woodrum's bedroom. She locked herself inside along with Woodrum, who is wheelchair-bound. When the two asked Duff to leave, he said,
"I'll leave, but I'm going to set your GD house on fire." They looked out the balcony to see if he was gone, and the accused made the statements, "I've just set your house on fire."
O'Brien said that the investigation shows that the initial fire was started in the caretaker's bedroom with ignitable liquids. The testimony also revealed that the caretaker was extremely afraid of Duff.
While she was locked in that room and he was trying to break the door down, that she found an 18-inch machete knife, and it claimed to me that if he broke through the door, she was going to have to do what she had to do to protect herself.
In a separate incident 2 days later, Duff allegedly got in a fight over drugs in a Lexington home. A police officer testified today that Duff then shot someone in the leg and stole cash from the victim.
At the end of the hearing, Judge Thornton expressed her concern over the bond. She didn't believe it was sufficient enough. The prosecutor said he would file a motion for a bond hearing. That hearing is set for October 15th. In Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
The charges were waived onto a grand jury. According to court documents, Duff was serving on parole at the time of his alleged crimes. We have some new details this morning, or rather this afternoon, on the death investigation of a teenager in Greenup County.
Maddie Conley's family and friends are demanding that James Ratliff and his 17-year-old girlfriend be held accountable. Ratliff told police that Conley jumped from a moving ATV when his girlfriend started chasing them, but investigators say his story and the evidence don't match up.
He took my daughter from me. I'll never get her back. He took her mommy. You know, and it's not fair, and he even just walked the streets and then not act like nothing in the world's ever happened. I went and ate and moved her car. It's not fair, and I think that he's just as responsible as the juvenile is.
Ratliff's bond was raised, and the case has been sent to the grand jury. Friends and family will say a final farewell today to the 19-year-old son of country music singer Eddie Montgomery. Hunter Montgomery died Sunday at UK Hospital. The Fayette County coroner says his death is under investigation pending toxicology results. His visitation was this morning at Southland Christian Church on Harrisburg Road, followed by his funeral.
9 schools in Fayette County are participating in an anti-gang program, and the man behind that effort has lived through the violence of being in a high-profile gang. In a story we're working on for WKYT News at 6, the gang intervention program is called MADE, which stands for Motivated All Day, Every Day. Counselors recommend middle school boys who need some direction and could be on a road to joining a gang. And this week we sat in on a roundtable discussion with older MADE students who talked about the lure of gangs in Lexington and taking a different path in life.
You know, and I know it must feel like signing an NFL contract but until you go to that scene of that crime, and in most of these youths' life.
Logan Averett, who was a member of the Crips gang in Portland, Oregon, is the creator of MADE. His voice goes a long way with these kids. He was shot 5 times and did 10 years in prison. Tonight at 6, how the MADE program has become a lifeline for hundreds of students.
Wow, that man's story in itself sounds incredible. So why target middle school age boys?
Good question, Amber. I think many of us, when we visualize a gang, we think of young men who are, let's say, 16, 17, 18 years old. But the reality is that a lot of the kids that are being recruited for gangs, even in Lexington, are 12 or 13. So that's why the middle school age, and if they can catch them before they make the wrong decision, better then than trying to wait till when they're in high school. So much more on that coming up at 6 o'clock tonight.
Sam, thank you. Well, this weekend, the University of Kentucky will hit a special milestone. The school will celebrate 100 years of homecoming tradition when students and alumni come together. Tonight, WKYT has a rare inside look at some of that rich history from those eager to celebrate the past, present, and future of the university. In recent years, the University of Kentucky has taken on a new look. Everywhere you go, construction has changed the landscape.
It's not the same UK that it used to be. It's a better UK. It's a more productive UK. And it's a place for everybody.
One thing that has not changed is tradition, and this weekend UK will celebrate 100 years of homecoming.
Homecoming has transcended time. It is something that's happened every year, and it's maybe looked a little bit different, but it's one word that everyone can connect to in one form or another.
The year was 1915. Campus was a much smaller place, but a tradition in homecoming was born.
You know, each class was so much smaller, and so you could really get together as a big group.
Over the years, homecoming for UK grew. In the 1950s, royalty was added with queens and then kings. For many former students, it was a grand time.
My most vivid memory of homecoming as a student is that we all dressed up. We put on coats and ties and went to the football game in our best.
Homecoming is still a celebration and reflection of years gone by. On a campus where change and growth happen daily, it's nice for many who bleed blue to stop and take it all in.
I think it's good for the old ones like me to look back and see the energy here, and I think it's great for the young ones to look forward and say, I can be that.
And by the way, UK played Tennessee that first homecoming game, who we beat 6-0.
Yay.
Thanks to UK PR for sharing this video with us. And for a complete list of all of the UK homecoming activities, just visit ukalumni.net.
Transgender reality star Caitlyn Jenner no longer facing charges for her involvement in a deadly crash. Details ahead on WKYT.